Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to take one last look at the layout for 2023 with another layout update. I believe this is number 35. Here we go. Okay, we're going to start the tour here, southernmost point on the layout, and we're going to work our way north. So there's not really very much new stuff right here except for that pickup truck there on the bridge. A few little shrubs and odds and ends in here, but not much more. So we'll continue on. And right around the corner here is the first new item for this update. And this is the Menards O-scale Menards. That's right, folks. That's an O-scale building on an HO scale layout. Why? Because to my eye, it looks just about right. It looks like almost the right scale, the right fit. There's some houses right there that are HO scale, and if you know anything about Menards, those are large home improvement stores. So I think it works. And I did a little review of this building a few weeks ago. A couple of the vehicles there in the parking lot are new as well. I picked up some items at a train show, the Mid-Michigan train show, located at the Michigan State Agricultural Building. It's held annually every year, and I'll show you some of those items as we go around the layout. One of the items that I did pick up at that show is this flat car here with these automotive chassis. This car came already assembled and weathered and had all the chassis and everything glued into place. It's a really nice model, and it runs well. After years of having this billboard here on the layout, I finally put an actual billboard sign on each side of it. It's no longer blank. And they advertise excursion trains, both of which are featured on this layout. The Polar Express or North Pole Express out of Owasso, Michigan, and Agua Canyon, which you can catch up in Sault Ste Marie, Ontario. Another item that I picked up at the Mid-Michigan train show was this beautiful brass radio tower. It came assembled and painted just like you see here. It does have a working light on top, although I don't have mine wired up quite yet. Here's a flyer that came with it. Custom brass structures made by Billy Bob's Fly-By-Night Operations. There's their website right there. And they make a few different types of radio towers that you can order from them. And again, it is a very nice piece. Walking around through here, there are several new super trees on the layout. I finally found a box of the Cena Express super trees and went ahead and started sprinkling them around the layout. A lot of trees need to be put on this layout. This Amtrak car is another piece I got from the train show. Excellent price on these pieces of rolling stock as well. A couple of new Adler Genesis Lake State Railway switchers. I did a review on those a few weeks back. Very nice locomotives. You see out here I have the North Pole / Polar Express mocked up, and I've been running this around the layout. It's parked here in front of the Steam Railroading Institute in Owasso, getting ready to take passengers on their excursion to the North Pole. We also have a couple people in a raft going down the river here. And a canoe over here. And also I'm going to point out that the wheat field is almost completed. Just a little bit further. It's going to end up right about here. And then we'll taper off. Again, as I mentioned, I've been putting a lot of signs around the layout. So there's one now here on one of the tanks at Dow Chemical. So these industries in different locations in the layout are starting to get an identity. I've also been adding a lot of new figures to the layout. We're starting to get some more activity in the Soo locks. I've recently added this tugboat coming out of the Po lock, and then down at this end is a sailboat headed towards the MacArthur lock. There's another new truck on the bridge. I moved this Mackinac Bridge diorama up here so it's positioned somewhat in the center of the layout. Nothing indicates Michigan better than the iconic Mackinac Bridge. I made this diorama a few years ago when my YouTube channel was just starting out, and I showed how I make the water. And I took one of these little paper miniature freighters, and it was almost the perfect scale to go with this bridge. This bridge is actually a puzzle, wooden 3D puzzle. I don't know if they're still being made. I purchased it in Mackinac City, Michigan years and years ago, and finally put it together a few years back. But I think it looks really good up here, and definitely indicates that this is, for the most part, a Michigan themed layout. Now on the Canadian part of the layout at Algoma Steel, I finally added some iron ore and coal piles at the dock out here in front of the blast furnace. Over here on the DC layout is another nice car that I picked up from the train show. Very nice log skeleton car. It came completely assembled, as you see, and they only asked $2 for it. Outstanding deal. Here are a couple new cement hoppers that I just picked up. What's unique about these is that they're labeled for Lafarge Cement North America, which is exactly what this cement plant is. Very cool addition. And again, as I mentioned, many new super trees have been added, although it's probably impossible to tell. A layout this size just swallows up trees. But while we're right here, I'll show you, I started adding a small playground right here. And we have a new Airstream that I found at Hobby Lobby. That one. Got a Smokey the Bear figure over here at the Roadside Inn restaurant. You see a lot of these statues and signs all around northern Michigan. And one of the last things I picked up at the train show were these sheep. I always wanted a decent flock of sheep for this farm, but never could find them. Only like pairs of 2 or 3 at a time. So when I saw this pack, I had to grab it. Alright, we're back around where we started. I think I've shown you everything. But if not, I'll make sure to show you in future updates. Just pan over the layout one last time. But yeah, everything is really starting to come together. And this layout is looking really, really good. I'm going to do a pan here from the other side. Well, that's going to be it for now. I want to wish a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone out there. And until the next time, take care, be safe, bye for now.